Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Bailey from the EMH, and I'm back with another Elephant Money video. Super parabolic. All right, that phrase was just dropped on us this week in Telegram. Let's check it out and see what it's all about, guys. All right, so bank teller's been feeling really good, and rightfully so, because Elephant Money is absolutely on fire. And he was just giving us a little heads up that we can expect to see some serious fireworks. All right, if we are able to drain 21 trillion more elephant tokens from the liquidity pools. All right, and as you know, guys, as elephant tokens exit those liquidity pools and more capital, BNB and BUSD go in, the price go up. All right, so we're going to check it out to see what he's talking about here with this whole super parabolic price appreciation. I like the sound of that, guys. All right, so he's saying 21 trillion, and we can pick that up potentially over 13 weeks or 90 days. All right, so all right, let's see what's going on here. All right, so guys, I'm going to break out my little Elephant Money price calculator. And what this is going to help us do is figure out the price of the elephant tokens as they are leaving those liquidity pools. All right, and right now, as we stand, BNB is about 242. And what I did, guys, was took a look at 90 days out, and I was able to kind of figure out how much we would have to inject capital-wise per day to reach BT's benchmark of getting 21 trillion tokens out of the liquidity pools. All right. Now, that Telegram message was sent about 4 days ago. So I took a look, and over the past 4 days, tokens have left the pool. And to get to our little super parabolic benchmark, as of the time of this recording, we need about another 19.6 more elephant tokens to leave those liquidity pools. All right. And I took a look, guys, at the ratio or the comparison of how much of those tokens being removed have been typically landing into our elephant treasury or Bertha's pockets compared to the rest of the participants in the system. And over the past few weeks, it's been averaging out to about 80% of the tokens have been ending up in Bertha or the Treasury, and about 20% to elephant token holders. All right, so I'm going to kind of keep that split as we take a look at the Treasury value and all that stuff. All right, but so it actually turns out that to reach this benchmark of removing 21 trillion tokens from those liquidity pools in 90 days, we would actually only have to put in or average about 56,000 buy over sell in both of our liquidity pools. All right, and how it works, guys, is because we have two liquidity pools. And Bertha, when she does the elephant buybacks, or when you buy with Bertha on the site, you're going to be able to get the better deal, or she's going to purchase elephant tokens from the cheaper liquidity pool for you. All right, so it typically ends up where these prices are relatively balanced between the two liquidity pools. And because of that, and the price and the values of those liquidity pools, it's they're different sizes. The BNB pool has more overall liquidity and more tokens in it than the BUSD pool. That more of the capital is actually going to go into the BNB pool. All right. And it turns out it's roughly, because if we take a look, about 55% of the elephant tokens are in the BNB pool compared to about 45% of the elephant tokens in those two liquidity pools are in the BUSD pool. So about 45% of the capital goes into this one, and about 55% of the capital will go into this liquidity pool to keep the prices relatively balanced out when we do like these projections and stuff. All right. Whoa, what was that all about, huh? All right, so check it out, guys. So right now, so we have about 75 trillion elephant tokens sitting in the BNB pool, and just over 60 trillion in the BUSD pool. And what we're going to see here is if we put in $56,000 into our system and removing those elephant tokens every day, we're going to be able to see, guys, that we're going to be a shade under 30 cents per million elephants after the end of these 90 days. And we're going to be hitting that super parabolic state, okay? And you'll be able to see, guys, that the price appreciation is going up every 10 days, close to a little shade under 4% each day, and then it kind of creeps up a little bit from there. Sorry, 4% each for every 10 days, all right? And it's creeping up from there. Okay, and if we take a look, guys, at Bertha's value, right now she's at $34 million, all right? So that's our elephant treasury. And after these 90 days, she would be at $51.4 million, roughly. So another gain of a little over 50% value in our treasury, all right? So not too shabby, all right? I like it. And you know, it's looking pretty good. All right. Now, however, I was like 56,000, like that's it. Like this elephant token is going bananas, right? I mean, every single day, the chart is green. All right. It's absolutely crushing it. Like FOMO surely will set in at some point, right? Anyways, so what I did was I was like, what if we could actually average more than this amount? And it turns out that we actually are averaging more than this amount. All right. So I took a little trip over to the Dune dashboards where you can pretty much find every single thing on the ecosystem right here for you to analyze and inspect. 100% on-chain transparency in the elephant money system. And so we're going to be looking here, and I noticed if I took a little average of our liquidity pools, the volume of buy over sell for the entire month of July, it actually averaged out to 78,000 per day. So, you know, so like, what if we kind of continue just that pace of 78,000 in volume buy over sell into our system? All right, what would that look like? And would we reach that super parabolic state a little sooner? Absolutely, right? All right, so guys, we check that out. Okay, so it turns out, all right, if we put in our $78,000 per day, all right, so about 43,000 in this pool, about 35,000 in this pool. All right, so that preserves kind of that like 55-45 split. All right, because this one's a little bit bigger, the liquidity pool, and it keeps our prices relatively in line here. But what we're going to notice is that we actually hit that just a shade under 30 cents per million, which is around that draining of that 21 trillion tokens that BT was talking about. All right, a whole month earlier. All right, so about 60 days out, we could potentially hit that mark if we keep up our daily volume of what we were doing in July. All right, so all right, so that's pretty cool. And what's really interesting about this, guys, if you check it out, all right, so we're going to have that 177 trillion tokens by the end of those 90 days. All right, another like $8-something million in the treasury. All right, so close to 60 million in the treasury. And we're going to be in the super parabolic state a lot sooner. Now let's just check out what that really looks like, guys. Okay, because once we hit that close to 30 cents per million, check this out, guys. So that price appreciation goes from 34% from where we're at now. And then in 10 days from there, all right, it's 40.15%. So now it's over 6% price appreciation, all right, in those 10 days, okay? And then here, guys, it's a 6.3% price appreciation over the 10 days. All right. And then here, guys, it's 6.43. Okay. So that's that parabola starting to really show itself, where you can have just this steady same amount of capital going in, and then this thing just starts rip roaring and taking off, and it just increases more and more and more rapidly every single time. All right. So by the time we hit that super parabolic state, on average, it's 0.6% or more price appreciation per day. All right, that's beating futures at that point, and it's going to only accelerate from there. All right, so elephant choking, stocking up on those NFTs. All right, and then building that passive cash flow with futures is really going to start just super powering this system. And parabolic price appreciation, guys, is at our doorstep. All right. So herd, keep the pedal to the metal. Each one, teach one. Now's the time. You know, if you have loved ones, if you have friends, they're not in this system and they're not going to experience this, right? You got to get, you know, you got to be like, hey, look at this. You got to get in, because this is going to be really cool. All right. I think this is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. All right. So thanks everyone for checking out this video, and I'm sure I'll be back with hopefully some more FOMO inducing material for you. And till the next time, guys, this is Bailey from the EMH. I'm out.